How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over how much you can make with the Chase Trifecta. Let's go. Alright, so this video is a follow-up to my last video. I'll put the link up above. But my last video basically went over what the Chase Trifecta is, the 3 Chase cards that actually make up this trifecta and make up a good strategy where you can get free travel reward earnings just by spending how you usually spend. So this video is going to be an in-depth review of my spending habits throughout the entire year and how much the Chase Trifecta will actually earn me in travel redemptions. So if you haven't watched my first video on this, definitely go visit it and then come back and watch this video. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So for this calculation, we're going to use my estimated yearly spending. Now this budget is actually what I spent last year, so this is what I spent in 2019 on all of my credit cards. So you can see my travel, I spent $3,000, dining $5,500, and so on. These categories I split out because these are the bonus categories for the 3 Chase cards that are in this Chase Trifecta. Okay, so you can see on the screen that this is the spreadsheet I use to actually calculate my Chase Ultimate Reward points from the Chase Trifecta. Now, just as a reminder, if you didn't watch my previous video, and I definitely recommend you do watch that because it gives an overview of this Chase Trifecta. But the Chase Trifecta includes the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom, and Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now, there are other variations of this Chase Trifecta. You can swap out the Chase Sapphire Preferred for the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or you could swap out one of the Chase Freedoms for a Chase Business card. But I'm just going to do the simple Chase Trifecta here with the Chase Sapphire Preferred and both the Freedom cards. So you can see here on the left my point earnings section. This is going off my budget I showed you guys before, or my yearly spend. So you can see each category and then each value for my yearly spend. So travel and dining I have there, how much I actually spent. So you can see that I've color coordinated each of these cards for where you should be spending that card. So for what category you should be spending that card for. So you can see the Chase Sapphire Preferred is in blue, and you should be spending all of your travel and dining on that card because it gets you 2 times the points with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And the one tricky thing about this calculation is bringing in the Chase Freedom 5-time points multiplier because that is quarterly. So for example, with the Chase Freedom, every quarter, so every 3 months, there will be a different category that earns you 5 times points. So as you can see here, I have gas stations, grocery stores, and department stores. Now what I had to do here is basically split up my yearly spend. So for example, my yearly spend for gas stations, I think was $1,700, and if you split that in 2, it's $1,850. And I did that because there are usually 2 out of the 4 quarters where gas stations is the 5 times multiplier. In the other cases, such as grocery stores, you would divide that spend by 4 and then put 1/4 of your yearly spend towards the 5 times multiplier. And then you would put the rest of the spend on the Chase Freedom Unlimited because you won't get that 5 times points. And remember, if any of this sounds confusing to you, make sure you watch my last video so you can get caught up on what each of these cards actually does. So you guys can see this column here is Chase Ultimate Reward points. That was calculated basically by taking the spend in a certain category and multiplying it by the amount of points you'd be earning. So just for a quick example, you can see up here, this is the travel category, and my yearly spend for that last year was $3,000. 3,000 times 2 is 6,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. So you can see I did that for all of my categories, and my total points for last year would have been 32,800 points with the Chase Trifecta. Now that we know that I would have earned 32,800 points with the Trifecta, now we need to actually see what those points are going to be worth. Okay, so we know I earned 32,800 points, but how much is that actually going to cost? So I do a lot of domestic travel, economy travel, so I'm going to say on average I'm getting about 1.5 cents per point redemption value, usually a little more, but we're just going to say 1.5. So you can see I actually did the calculations over here on the right. I actually also gave you guys kind of what you can expect for different type of flights. So domestic economy, 1.25 to 1.75 cents per point, and you'll obviously get more for domestic business or first class as well as international flights. So you can see over here on the right, this is after counting the annual fees. So for this Chase Trifecta, the Chase Sapphire Preferred actually has a $95 annual fee. So we need to subtract that from the point value that we're gonna be using from that 32,000 Chase Ultimate Reward points. So after we subtract that fee, you can see you basically get anywhere from 315 upwards of 800 plus, probably up to 1,000 if you find some crazy deals. But this is all free money that you earn by just using these credit cards for your everyday spend. So I would usually value my 32,000 points around anywhere from $400 to $500 just because I do domestically travel and economy a decent amount. But you, as a person that say flies first class overseas a lot, you'll get a lot more value out of your points. All right, and that was it. That is how I calculate how much money the Chase Trifecta can actually earn me in a year based off my normal spend. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, please comment down below if I missed something, or if you have any questions on how you can do this yourself. And remember, if you didn't watch my previous video on this, my summary of the Chase Trifecta and what each of the cards actually does for you, so the benefits they give you, the perks they give you, and what points they can actually earn you, definitely go check that out. I'll have it in the link below and I'll put it up above. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a great day.